Welcome once again. My name is Ted at Block 929. Today I'm going to share information on how to calculate the materials that can be used when you're building your fence. Building with cement blocks is actually very good. I prefer doing that but than using bent bricks, because when you build with cement blocks, it's very easy to work with them. It's easy for you to calculate your materials, and also you save time and also you save materials. When you want to build a fence, normally we'll do in panels. So every panel is required to be at least 3 meters. Now, when you're building with cement blocks, a panel on an average fence size, it will take about 80 blocks. That is a panel that is going to have a height of at least 2 meters and maybe up to 2.3 meters. You are going to use 80 blocks from foundation up to the top. When you're building with cement blocks, 1 bag of cement plus 4 wheelbarrows of quarry dust or sand is going to be able to lay about 80 blocks. So which means that on a panel, you're going to use 1 bag of cement when you're building. Now you're going to use 80 blocks, and we know that when you're making cement blocks, 1 bag of cement will make 35 blocks. If you do a mixture of 1 to 5 using quarry dust, you will make 35 blocks. So this means that on a panel, you're going to use at least 2 bags of cement because you're going to have about 65, let's just say 2 bags and a half of cement. So you can be able to calculate to see how many blocks you are going to use on a fence. So for you to be able to calculate how many blocks you're going to use on your parameter, you just need to measure the total length meter by meter of the whole parameter, and then you divide that by 3 to get a panel. So we said a panel is 3 meters. So you get a number of panels. Now with the number of panels, you are going to multiply that by 80. It will give you the total blocks that you're going to use when you're building your fence. Now if you want to calculate how much cement you're going to use, so you take the total number of blocks, you divide that by 80 to see how many bags of cement you're going to use to build that fence. Now, if you want to calculate how many bags of cement you're going to use when you're making your blocks, you're going to take the total number of blocks, divide that by 35. It will give you the total number of bags you're going to use when you're making your blocks. If you want to know the tonnage of quarry dust you're going to use for making the blocks, you take the total number of bags, then you multiply that by 5, because 1 bag of cement plus 5 wheelbarrows makes 35 blocks. You multiply by 5 to get the total number of wheelbarrows, and you divide by 10. It will give you the total tonnage. If you want to know how much material you're going to use when you are building your fence, we said 1 bag of cement will lay 80 blocks. So you take the total number of blocks, divide by 80, and multiply that by 4, because we're mixing 1 bag of cement plus 4 wheelbarrows for building. So you multiply that by 4, it will give you total of number of wheelbarrows, and then you divide by 10 to get total number of tonnage that you're going to use. So if it's a bit confusing, you can play this video over and over, take a pen and write down. But if you need more information, you can always call me. I will assist you. My information that I give is always free. I don't charge for this type of information. Thank you very much.